Hello and welcome to another episode of Never a Straight Answer Extra, the bonus podcast we put out midweek because we're just generally quite nice like that, and we have a lot of extra news we didn't have time for in the main episode and a few extra bits that we thought we'd give you as well. So yeah, I'm your host Gaz and joined in the studio as always Mr. Taylor.
Yeah.
How's it going, mate?
Not too bad, not yet. Nice one, thank you.
I forgot to get the applause in last time, didn't I, as well? But
Yeah.
I got it in a bit of a wrong time.
You did.
But yeah. Hope you enjoyed the zombie episode. It was fun to research, to be honest, but
Yeah.
I mean, there was so much into it. It was kind of felt like we were just skirting over topics, where there was obviously a lot more to go into it. I think we've looked at it and thought there's a few aspects there we can go into full episodes with. So we'll come back to zombies, I think, at another time. We were trying to say, like, obviously, it was more like a kind of survival tips and kind of a brief history of zombies. But yeah, I thought it was cool. But like, we've still got some zombie stuff to talk about in this extra. So stick around for that. I think in this, we're going to be talking about a few of our favourite zombie films and zombie games that we've played. So we'll get onto that a bit shortly, a bit later on even. But, you know, we've just time travelled. Yeah. So at the moment, like, so we record quite late on a Saturday night, and we record the extra straight after. But the clocks just went back. So it was 2 o'clock in the morning. Just looked up now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
About 10 minutes ago.
So time travel, baby.
Time travel is now.
And then we're double time traveling as well, because like, you know, the people aren't going to get this till Wednesday.
That's true.
So like, you know, it's like, hiya Wednesday people.
Good
We're
evening.
talking to you from the past.
We are.
But we're also talking to you from the past.
The future.
The past, because we went backwards again.
Oh,
so we went twice
past.
back, the double past.
Double past, like that.
I remember when all this, we was talking about this yesterday when we were saying about time travel, like, you know, when you're getting old, when you look over in a state and say, I remember when all this was fields.
And I did it the other day.
I remember when
Can't believe it.
Old man Peabody owned all of this.
And now it's shithole.
Pine trees as far as the eye could see. It was like, I did it the other week. I said, you know, there was a cinema there. There used to be a cinema there. And it was like, wow, I'm getting old. So
we're all getting there.
Got some interesting stories. We didn't really cover much on the NASA news this week, so we're going to go into that a bit. But like, there's been a couple of developments in terms of, developments in terms of the rover that they're sending up. They've got a new rover that's going up. It's called the Viper.
Viper.
Which is obviously the coolest name NASA have ever
got a bit of a bite, hasn't it?
Ever attached to a bit of kit they've sent up, to be fair. So basically the NASA Viper rover will look for water and ice on the moon. So it's going to be sent up before NASA takes humanity back to the moon. It'd first send off like a golf cart sized robot to the lunar solar poles, basically to check if there's any sort of liquid ice or water up there.
What, this is going to the moon? Or?
It's going to the moon.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So,
well, good. About time we through some more.
The Viper will be equipped with 4 scientific instruments and sample various soil environments, including meter-long drill that is able to collect specimens from underneath the surface.
Sweet.
Yeah, so the Viper project manager Daniel Andrews said the key for living on the moon is water. The same here on Earth. Since confirmation of the lunar water ice 10 years ago, the question is how much is there? And basically, is it enough to basically have a resource that we need to live off world?
Well, we couldn't do what we do here. We would have to recycle it over there.
Yeah, they'd need enough that we could live up there, basically. So so the Viper's going up there to check it out.
Good, about time. It's taken their eye off the ball for a while, and like at least jumping back on board again.
Yeah, well,
trying to get us from this place, I think.
Getting us off Earth.
Yeah, just in case.
Nothing wrong with Earth.
No, but it only takes one act to destroy it all.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So if we want to survive as a species, we have to expand. It's the only way.
Have you seen anything NASA related or sort of UFO related? I seen something on the news the other day about kind of transportation of a potential alien craft. I think it was on Secure Team.
Oh,
did you see it?
Yes.
Yeah. So what
did
did you think of that?
Yeah, it's strange, but then again, they have been known to do spacecrafts across,
Well, they was trying to say that it might be reverse engineered. Do you know what I mean?
Is.
Like some sort of military craft that they've kind of built from reverse engineering a spaceship. But then again, it's it could be either or, but it could be something totally nothing to do with that.
To be honest, we haven't got.
It just happens to be in that shape. Do you know what I mean?
And how many times has that happened? A number of times,
to be honest. But
it is to keep your eye out on. Definitely.
Well, talking about kind of seeing shapes and things, these NASA photos that have just emerged, you might have seen these, of a small house. Well, they're saying it's an alien's house or an alien creature's house on the surface of Mars, and this is from expert claims. So there's some images going around saying that UFO experts are claiming that photos taken by NASA's Curiosity rover on Mars accidentally captured an image of an alleged alien structure. Yeah. So this alien structure, they're saying that could be a habitat or a dwelling of an alien on Mars.
Yeah.
So according to the UFO experts, one of the objects featured in the photo stood out because it was overall appearance. Although it looks like a rock, basically they noticed that it was a structure and it was a building on Mars due to the seams of the surface, and said that the structure is a home of an alien creature that lives on the red planet.
Known as Steve.
Steve the alien.
Steve the alien, yeah, man.
So, I was looking at the image. I can't actually see where they're pointing out. Where?
There.
Where? Oh, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, it does look a bit like a
doorway,
rock.
But it
does look a bit like
rock.
it does look a bit like a tent, so I can see where they're coming from with the seams.
Well, why are you going to have a tent on Mars?
Well, you know what I mean. It's not like a tent. It looks a bit more like not a very safe structure.
Look, we all know that there's been not many photos now on the moon, Mars.
We'll put it on the website. You tell us what you think. Yeah. Right. In fact, what I'll do is I'll blow it up a little bit as well, so you can see exactly what it looks like. And we'll put it on the website. Give us your comments on there and tell us what you think. Is it an alien structure, or is it just a rock?
Is it your imagination?
Is it imagination?
Yeah, that thing. What what to do with clouds?
Yeah.
Look at
it's
cloud
called.
Oh, that's a zebra.
I'll give you 10 points if you can tell me what that's called. I know what it's called, and
or I would have said the name, to be honest.
Pareidolia.
That's the fella. Yeah. Pareidolia.
So you get a bit of pareidolia going on where you can see faces, you can see kind of objects in clouds. Or do you know what? People see faces quite a lot. I see faces quite a lot. And usually they're a bit kind of like skeleton-y sort of skull faces or like goblin-y style faces.
All right.
Do you know in patterns?
Yeah.
I don't see like smiley faces. I wonder what that says about me.
Oh, yeah.
I know, psychological. Yeah, deep down.
Yeah.
I'm a lovely guy, honest.
Yeah, we'll just have to go and see Nuthouse.
So, moving on.
Yeah.
So we've got some more stories here, right? So there's been a lot of fucking debauchery going on, scenes I was looking through the news looking for stuff to talk about, and this was all that was coming up. So, on the tech pages as well. So, sex robots.
No.
Oh, well, they exist, and people, they're getting, do you know what? They're looking more lifelike.
Of course.
Definitely.
What the fuck? He's putting a blue movie on here.
A sex robot video just sprung up on my laptop. Right. Well, apparently the inventor of one sex robot says the sex robot has improved his marriage.
Fuck off. He ain't married.
Yeah, cause
no
says,
way.
But that's the female doll.
Yeah, but that's because she's getting banged out by someone else now while he's fucking the doll at home.
But he says he's a little bit worried now.
I
Yeah,
would
right.
be.
Because it's improved his marriage so much.
Yeah.
That he's a bit worried now what's going to happen when he invents the male robot.
Oh shit! He's going down that way.
His wife's going to be kind of like on it too much, and like, is it going to save his, or is he going to destroy his marriage?
I think his marriage is already gone, mate. To be honest, if he ain't having sex with his missus, there's.
So he says, want to keep your passion in your relationship alive? Try adding a robotic sex doll.
I shared the threesome.
That's the recommendation of Spanish inventor Sigol Santos, who created the sex doll equipped with the latest advancements in artificial intelligence. Samantha is designed to respond to gentle seduction.
Don't
This is
touch
like,
me there.
hey, I've noticed you around. Would you like to go for a drink? As a result, the 39-year-old electronical engineer said, how come this is the thing? Do you see it on Big Bang Theory?
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Howard Wolowitz.
Howard,
he's an electrical engineer or whatever. And he tried building a sex robot. Is this I'm seeing a running theme here.
Well, got an arm, right?
Well, no, near enough.
Break.
So he basically says it allows him to get sexually release when his partner of 16 years is in the mood. So
what the fuck?
so what, rather than just giving her like, I'm good, we're going to do it.
Yeah, just have a wank.
I know, yeah. Why do you have to build a robot?
Yeah, exactly.
You see, this is the thing, yeah, right? It's like I always think that in terms of like marital aids or whatever, sex toys, yeah, right. Women have got a big variety of them. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And they're not as kind
but
of
they're
seedy
a bit more
looking,
fussy, aren't they?
Yeah, right. Whereas the men's sex toys limit you to one of them fleshlights, which are disgusting.
Yeah.
Or a big robot.
Or a robot.
Do you know what I mean? It's like.
Do you want to burst it, or do you want it to be?
I think
like,
the market is lacking slightly. I think they need to work on that and bring something a bit more kind of like,
what real?
Not as kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Well, anyway, carrying on. A man was arrested talking about kind of what sells.
What sex dolls?
One thing that did sell was the movie franchise Frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, a guy who was 21-year-old has been arrested.
What? For what?
Well, he was arrested for having sex.
Whoa.
With an Olaf doll.
A fucking what doll?
Yeah, Olaf, if you don't know, was the snowman in the movie
I
Frozen.
didn't know, but I know
he
now.
Was played by
snowman.
Josh Gad. And apparently he had a bit of a funny response to it anyway, because he posted something on Twitter.
Oh, shit.
But whilst the original Frozen legend was of the two young girls or a girl falling in love or whatever it was, I've never actually seen Frozen.
No.
It seems that this 20-year-old basically had a bit of an obsession with Olaf. And basically...
A bit more than an obsession, don't you think?
Yeah, well, he was caught having a bit with it.
Why don't you live in, like, Poland? Not Poland. Up in Sweden or something, where somewhere that's got snow all year round. Greenland, there you go.
Yeah, well, so we can
build a snowman. You got a new one every day, and you know what I mean.
We can build it not so tall. We can build it small.
And if you like one, you can keep it there all year round.
Well, apparently the gentleman in question had some sort of history with the police, and he'd been dealt with for similar behaviour in the past. Whether it just means that he's been picked up for doing literally unusual things, or actually had been like cuddling Disney mascots.
He just like shagging anything he sees. He sees it, he goes,
in very personal ways. It's not clear. So, so
there's
been a lot of crazy weird shit going on.
Yeah, fucking hell, there's always crazy shit going on. This is Earth.
Have you got no stories at all?
No, I haven't, mate.
Oh, right, okay. Well, what about this one?
Go for it.
In fact, do you know what? I'm going to pick a story at random off our website.
Hey,
if you didn't know, we had a website. It's neverastraightanswer.co.uk.
It is.
Get yourself over there. You can check out all types of stuff. So what did I just say? I'll put some of these pictures. I'll put that picture up on the website.
Yeah.
Go to case notes. You'll be able to find it.
Yeah.
And you can make your mind up yourself. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Leave
that
a
was
little
what I was
comment.
going to do. I was finding a news story, weren't I?
Yeah.
And this is cool because you can get the latest bizarre or NASA news or anything like that direct off the site, off the homepage. Just go down, scroll down, and you've got a lot of news there. So let's have a look what's there.
Ooh.
Basically a lot of the stories we covered.
Yeah.
Fair play. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
Dear.
See, we're
ahead of the
right
game.
on
the
target.
Cusp, on the cusp of all
Exactly.
the news.
We know what we're talking about.
Well, anyway, let's move on. We've got some interesting. So yeah, we were talking about zombies in the main episode.
Yeah.
I was looking. Do you know what came across?
Fish.
Well, came across first of all. Do you know the Zombieland film?
Yeah.
Right. Do you know the rules that he has?
No.
Came across. Well, he has rules for surviving. Right, Zombieland.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And I was looking, obviously, in my research, and I
Yeah.
came across like a list of 33 of the rules. And I know this isn't the full list because, I think there's a few more now.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few that I do agree with. And there's some funny ones that I thought it's not a marathon.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Unless it's a sprint, then sprint.
Yeah.
That's a good rule.
Yeah. Very true. That's if you're capable.
Yeah, well, obviously.
You might just fell over and hit yourself
the
on
double
a nail.
tap. The double tap is obviously the best rule. Make sure.
Yeah,
make sure they're dead.
Yeah, definitely. We don't
yeah.
want no disasters.
Now, if you've not seen Zombieland, double tap, which is a good segue.
Yeah, I will watch it at one point.
It's definitely worth checking out. I actually really recommend it. In fact, I'd say it was one of those films that could actually be better than the original. Do you know what I mean? In terms of sequels.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was very good, very well executed. The actual whole concept of the film.
Yeah.
Do you know? So yeah, check it out. And I mean, like they say, they've added to the rules, but. And I'm not kind of plugging the film because I kind of like it, but zombies as well. So, and I like the fact that they mix comedy with zombies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can still have that element of horror and still kind of.
Well,
and then,
would you say it's horror?
Yeah, of course you can, because you can find. Well, zombie films generally are horror. You see people getting torn up and eaten. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Though it's like It's good that they marry very good together comedy because you can kind of see the funny element of it, but then they have some really gory moments. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm not really into horror films and that anyway, to be honest, because it seems to me it's been the same old shit, just a different film.
Well, a lot of the time, but that's what I think. Well, sometimes it's paying homage to it, isn't it? So it's like. I think Zombieland, if we're going to go down the comedy aspect, we can talk about Zombieland. They've got a new film out, right? Yeah. But they've got the comedy, but they do have the gore. So it's like, and there's a couple of jump scares in there. All the rest of it is same with Shaun of the Dead. Do you know what I mean? It's like you still get the gory element, but you get those comedy. Comedy kind of choreographed sort of scenes moments where it's like, Don't Stop Me Now is on the jukebox and stuff. Yeah. It's funny. Yeah. But it's still a good.
Gets you through
it's still a good horror zombie film. Do you know what I mean? Or it's still trying to pay homage to the horror.
Yeah. I think he did it in a good way, but it's to me it's still like there's nothing fresh.
Okay, what would you say would be the best zombie horror or zombie film you've seen?
Me? I can't really say that there's that many that comes to mind that excites me.
Well, I like. You know
what I mean, Shaun of the Dead was like it was good, but mainly because it was comedy on it.
I think they're just because they opened it back up. Do you know what I mean? Because it was so mainstream. And I liked Simon Pegg generally. So it was Shaun of the Dead was a good movie.
It's like flogging a dead horse to me, basically.
Oh, how do you mean?
Like the zombie thing, because like I was saying...
I do know where you're kind of coming from, actually, because I've got this point of, like, monsters, in films, right? So I used to argue, oh yeah, well if it was a psycho or a serial killer, or somebody like a real person, and he was going out murdering people in horrific ways or whatever, that's more scary than you putting a monster in it. No, because the monster doesn't exist, so it's like you kind of like, you've kind of ruined it for me now because it's not realistic. But again, it's like suspension of disbelief. You've got to kind of like open up to the possibility of this world where you're looking at a timeline or a universe where this is happening, and it's not so much the fact that these zombies attacking; it's the impact. It's how psychologically people and humanity survives.
Oh yeah,
and,
I get that.
These other aspects socially.
That
kind of come with the zombie sort of apocalypse whole concept. I think. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. But the thing on that is you will not know until it happens. To be honest, because things will change on that case. You know what I mean? So like it's the kind of like it's worth thinking about what to do if a disaster happens, but in another case, the chances of it happening are slim, but it's that just in case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you could be getting prepared for a zombie apocalypse, but then it's the seas just rise.
Yeah.
Or a meteorite hits us, or the sun fires off a
solar flare.
Yeah,
or
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But you were prepared for something. But
I'd say one of my kind of one of the earliest ones, obviously, and it's sort of kind of cult that you've got to watch it if you like zombie films, like Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
1968, George A. Romero, classic zombie film.
Yeah.
But then obviously there was Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool as well because I thought that was good.
Which was your favourite film?
I'd say Day of the Dead or Shaun of the Dead or Zombieland, but like there's a lot of the older ones.
Days as well.
Yeah, but I like comedies. You see, this is the thing. Yeah, I do like comedies, but then I'd say my favourite kind of like serious zombie movie, because like I say, which has no sort of comedy in it.
Yeah.
I'd go with like something like I Am Legend, and then I'd say like 28 Days Later.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. I Am Legend.
But what I liked about I think it was Day of the Dead, where it was the
in the supermarket.
No, where they're in a bunker but underground. Like they've got this sort of like an army sort of barracks.
Yeah,
and they're all living in an underground bunker. Yeah,
yeah.
And but it's like they end up, but they've got and.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.